Hello my fellow Haikyuu fans. I'm back with the second part to this series. This time with a little more angst, surprised and dismayed face with eyebrows. However, have a great time watching. The next day. In Yamaguchi's and Tsukishima's private chat. Hey Tsuki. Are you still up for our movie night? Tsuki? Yamaguchi sighed and flopped onto his bed. Why is he not answering? Normally he answers pretty fast. He heard a knock on the door. Yeah? Hey Tadashi, could you please clean the dishes? Oh sorry, I forgot. On my way. He walked into the kitchen wearing an oversized shirt with shorts. His father was sitting at the table reading newspaper. He gulped but stood in front of the sink and began to clean the dishes. His father looked up. TSK, you can't even dress like a boy. Yamaguchi stopped in his motions. I feel comfortable like this. Ugh, I've failed raising you well. You're such a fool. Yamaguchi began shaking and pressed his lips against each other. You weren't even there for me. So technically you didn't raise me. His father growled and stood up. He walked up to Yamaguchi and grabbed him by the shirt, looking at him in disgust. Yamaguchi was frozen in fear. You're not the man I wanted you to be. You're just a disgusting, little. Yamaguchi bursted into tears and pushed his father away, running to the entrance. He quickly put on his shoes and ran out of their house. His mother watched him run. Tadashi. She was worried but also enraged cause of her husband. Why am I like this? Why can't I just be normal? Where should I go now? I don't wanna be a burden for anyone. After running a quite long distance he stopped. He remembered what Hinata said. Just be yourself. He pulled out his phone and dialed a number. Yeah? Sorry I didn't answer. I didn't look at my phone. His voice was shaky and he sobbed. Tsukishima jumped. Yamaguchi? What's wrong? What happened? Are you alright? Where are you? Can I come over? Of course. His heart almost jumping out of his chest. He was so worried about Yamaguchi. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Okay, be careful. Yamaguchi hung up. I'm such a bad friend. Why didn't I answer his messages? Why? I don't know why I didn't do it. What's wrong with me? He nervously fiddled his fingers and bit his lip. Already standing by the front door he waited for Yamaguchi. It was just 5 minutes but felt like an eternity. The doorbell rang and Tsukishima yanked the door open. Hey. He stood there shocked by the sight of Yamaguchi, who had red, swollen eyes. Yamaguchi. His voice cracked, and as Yamaguchi looked so sad, he felt like crying. Something he didn't feel like in years. Tsukiyama. Tsukishima didn't hesitate any longer. He pushed Yamaguchi against his chest. What is happening? Is Tsukishima really hugging me? He returned the hug and snuggled his face into his shoulder. The boys stood there for quite a long time. Eventually Tsukishima slightly pulled out of the hug. We should go inside. Yamaguchi nodded and followed him into his room. Tsukishima was not letting go of his hand and Yamaguchi blushed. They sat down on Tsukishima's bed. Do you wanna tell me what happened? Yamaguchi gulped. I had a fight with my dad. He called me a disgusting little. Oh shut up. I can't listen to this bullshit. I kinda wanna have a talk with your father. He was grinding his teeth in anger. Tsuki. He looked at him with wide eyes. Sorry, I don't understand how he could act like this. He sighed and flopped onto the bed. He looked at Yamaguchi more closely. He looks kinda cute in this big shirt. It could be one of mine. He blushed by his own thoughts. You left without changing your clothes, huh? Yamaguchi looked at his clothes and his face reddened. Oh, you're right. I just ran out of the house like this. How embarrassing. Tsukishima shrugged and smiled at him. It's okay. You can feel at home here. At home? What does that even mean? I mean, at home isn't a good term for your situation, but this can be your true home? Man, that sounds cheesy. Yamaguchi giggled. Thank you, Tsuki. He flopped onto the bed next to Tsukishima and looked at the ceiling. Do you think your family would react good if you were gay? He looked at him but then realized what he really said and got nervous. I mean, not that you are. But hypothetically. Ugh, sorry, that's a weird question. It's okay, Yams. Yamaguchi got flustered. Tsukishima normally does not call him Yams often. Actually, I don't know what my sexuality is. I haven't felt attracted to anyone yet. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, you know? Well, obviously you don't. I mean, you know that you're gay. I'm still clueless after all, and you know that I hate it if I don't know the answer to something. He sighed and hid his face with his hands. Ugh, it's so weird to talk about this. Yamaguchi smiled slightly. I think it's good that we talked about this. They looked at each other and both smiled. Their alone time didn't last long, since Tsukishima's brother, Akitaru, pushed the door open. Hey, I just wanted you to know that. Oops, sorry for interrupting you too. The two boys jumped at his presence. How many times did I tell you to knock before coming in? He looked at him annoyed. Yeah. He rolled his eyes. Hi Yamaguchi. How's it going? Hey, good. He was still a little flustered. What did you want in the first place, Akitaru? Oh, I just wanted you to know that you're home alone now. Mum and Dad said they will visit some friends and I'll leave as well. Okay, then go. Or at least be a little nicer to your big bro. Yamaguchi had to giggle a little. Ugh, whatever. Bye. Bye K. Bye Yams. Have a nice time, you two. He smiled and then left. Ugh, he's so annoying. How I like him. He's nice. Tsukishima grumbled. But no worries. I like you more, haha. He giggled and Tsukishima got a little flustered. We should eat something. It's dinner time. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm slowly getting hungry. How about yakisoba? Yes, sounds good. They went to the kitchen and began to cook. It smells so good already. He smiled brightly at Tsukishima. Of course, I'm a chef cook. Yamaguchi had to laugh. Where is your hat then? Oh. Actually, there it is. He opened a drawer and pointed at the hat. No way. Yamaguchi was giggling and he pulled the hat out of the drawer. Come here. Tsukishima stood in front of Yamaguchi and bowed down. Yamaguchi adjusted the hat on Tsukishima's head. Haha, that looks funny. He looked him in the eyes and smiled. I'm so happy he's feeling better now. I can't stand him being sad. You need a hat as well. You have a second one? Yup. He pulled the second hat out of the drawer and pulled Yamaguchi closer. Tsukishima put the hat on Yamaguchi's head and stroked his hair in the right directions. Now we are both chefs. Oh my, why is he so close? Yamaguchi blushed looking at him. It's so weird that I feel so confident with Yams. With other people I don't feel like showing the real me. He woke up out of his trance by the sizzling noise of the yakisoba. Oh, the yakisoba. Tsukishima jumped and stirred their food. Phew, we almost burned it. He had to laugh at this situation. Tsukki does not laugh like that often. I love it when he does. Yamaguchi took some plates and cutlery out of the cabinets. Tsukishima put the yakisoba on their plates.